Next to Dick Wilson is an actress on daytime TV again. Next to her is Dr. Demento. He was a DJ on K-Rock in a radio station in Los Angeles. Next to him was Isaac from the Love Boat. Next to Isaac Love Boat is Bob Barker, one of my favorite game show hosts, and I've posted a story about him. Please visit it if you want to laugh and if you want to know who I witnessed kicking Mr. Barker's butt. A famous movie star was punching him when I went to his house. Next to him is an actor who was on the shows like Dallas on TV. Next to him is the Maytag repairman. He would always put a hat on and a uniform for Maytag washers. Next to him, this guy starred in a show called Grizzly Adams, and he had a bear that was his buddy. And next to him, I did one of those people's house. I don't recall exactly who. Next to that picture is Andre Crouch. He was a gospel singer. Next to him is the band. I did one of the guys' house in the band The Letterman. Next to him is David Horowitz, who used to have a show on TV called Fight Back. Next to him is Art Laboe. Art Laboe was an institution in Los Angeles radio, and he passed away a couple of years ago, or possibly a year ago. Next to Art Laboe is the mother on Lost in Space from 50 years ago. This is another picture of Ronald Reagan. I loved this guy. Why? Because he was a cowboy. This here is a letter from Tim Wynn right after that incident with Rodney King, where 4 Los Angeles police officers beat up Rodney King with a baton and somebody videotaped it. I ended up at his house. He had a problem. I asked him for a picture. I said, "You're famous, believe it or not." And he said he doesn't have one. And he wrote me a nice letter thanking me for servicing his house. This is Lola Saffron. Many people don't know who he is, but he's a music composer, and he has composed a lot of music for television and movies. He is the composer of the song for Mission Impossible on TV. This here is Alex Trebek. What a great guy. I don't know why I always felt intimidated talking to this guy. But as a joke to him, every time I would go to his house, I'd say, "Mr. Trebek, go get your checkbook and then we'll talk about the issues in the world." And that was a joke between he and I. On this side, I have, this is a famous violinist. I did his house. Next to him, she was Miss America in the 80s. And Marty Feldman from Young Frankenstein. This was a model on TV for commercials for dish soap in your kitchen. For many years, she advertised this show, again on TV. This is Muhammad Ali's daughter, Layla Ali. I also did Muhammad Ali's house towards the end, and Mr. Ali was just too ill for me to ask for an autograph. This is Pat Sajak. He wrote to Isaac with thanks for everything. This is the most recent autograph of Pat Sajak I have. If you remember, I showed you another one from 20 years ago that when I first started servicing his house. This is Jimmy Smith. Jimmy Smith starred in shows like NYPD Blue, and now he has another new show on television. And he wrote to Isaac, All Valley Crew, I know about the birds, but you taught me about the bees. Many thanks, and I thank him for his beautiful autograph.